Good morning, First Cumberland children and families, and good morning to everyone who's watching. I'm so glad that you're here. Now, this Easter Sunday, we won't be together at church, and I won't get to see your precious faces and your new outfits in person, but I'm hoping for lots of Facebook posts and text messages. We won't be together to have a pancake breakfast or hunt Easter eggs together, but what I know is, and what gives me peace, is that you are home with your families and that you're safe. And I know that you'll make new memories in this Easter 2020 season there at home with your families, and that's the most important thing. But chocolate bunnies and jelly beans and pancake breakfasts and new clothes was never what Easter was about anyway. We're learning so much these days about what we should really be focusing on and what we should really be putting our energy into. And I'm hoping that the Children's Moment today will tell you what you need to put your focus on this Easter. So why do we celebrate Easter? What I want you to focus on today is the good news that Easter brings to us, the news of the resurrection of Jesus. Our Children's Moment today will start with a reading from the World Children's Bible, and then I have something kind of different. It'll definitely make you think. It is an object lesson using the game of Scrabble. It was Sunday morning. The sun peeked over the trees. The sky was filled with pink and orange light. As soon as Mary Magdalene and her friends woke up, they remembered what had happened 2 days before. Jesus died on a cross. They wiped tears from their eyes. They missed Jesus very much. But now it was time to anoint Jesus' body. The women walked quietly to the tomb that held Jesus' body. When they arrived, the ground began to shake beneath their feet. An earthquake! Mary and the other women were afraid. They held tightly to each other. Everything became still. The women slowly stepped closer to the tomb. The huge stone was gone. Someone had rolled it away. The women looked into the tomb and gasped. Jesus' body was gone. The women blinked their eyes. Who is that? They wondered. An angel, dressed in dazzling white. Don't be afraid, the angel said. You are looking for Jesus, but he isn't here. Jesus is alive. Go and tell his disciples, Jesus is risen. Could it be true, the women wondered? Mary and her friends rushed to tell other disciples. Suddenly, Jesus appeared. Greetings, he said. The women reached out to touch him. Jesus, it's you, Mary exclaimed. Her friends jumped and clapped their hands. Jesus smiled at them. Go and tell my disciples I am alive. The women raced down the road to share the good news. Jesus is risen. Mary makes a startling discovery. The grave is empty. She is starting to wonder, what has happened here? And now Mary is staring at the stone that has been rolled away. All the clothes are neatly folded, not a loose string in sight. Mary is feeling the sting. Has someone stolen the body? But then she meets the risen Lord and she wants to sing because she discovers Jesus is alive. Now she knows what happened on the cross. Jesus has broken the power of death and sin. And through his resurrection, everyone who believes in him can be part of God's family. What do I do, she thought. Everyone needs to know. So Mary goes to share the good news. In closing on this Easter Sunday for my children's moment, I wanted to offer a prayer from me to each of you. Thinking of you warmly and offering a prayer that Christ, our risen Savior, whose love is everywhere, will grant you Easter gladness, a bright and joyful spring, and bestow upon you always every good and perfect thing. Amen.